Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel here at abroadcom.net, where we struggle for words. So happy you're struggling with us. I started out trying to describe how I feel about people who are buying the lie. And it's changed. I started this video because I wanted to say it's changed. I always felt like I should have more patience. And now I feel like, no, I shouldn't have any patience. And why would I? And as a matter of fact, I didn't feel like I owed them any patience. I felt like they owed me a thank you that I even bothered conveying that knowledge. And that is probably because I found myself held to a completely different standard when I was growing up. When I was reaching out and had exchanges with people who were supposedly more experienced and better educated than I was, I never told them, that's really offensive to me and I'd rather you don't harass me with your knowledge. I would have been called out then, you know? That was just not anything. This is why I don't understand how this is ever gotten legitimate. To reject knowledge with the words, that's offensive to me, or that is not anything I want to deal with right now. You know, when I grew up, I know it's gonna make me sound like an old person, and I am an old person, proudly so. Getting old is not for cowards, as I've always known. But that was just unheard of. When I was young, you were afraid to appear stupid. That was a concern. That was a virtue that was signaled by everybody else. Don't look stupid. Don't sound stupid. Don't want to be called stupid. Don't sound stupid. Don't be lying around some stuff that you never even try to verify. Yeah, it's a way of not sounding stupid. You may still be stupid, but at least you're not sounding stupid because you're not parroting anything along that you have no real way of assessing in its validity and legitimacy. That was a real difference, it seems, you know? There was no wallowing in ignorance. There was no I don't understand why we are not holding ignorant people to a higher standard. I don't know why it's okay to no longer be embarrassed. To no longer be embarrassed facing one's ignorance, you know? I mean, especially today, you can get everything in seconds. All you need is internet access. And even if you can't come up with the admittedly completely idiotic dollars that we're paying every month to get to the information, that's just, I don't know, I just find that embarrassing for a modern 21st century society that you should sell the access to information to your populace who actually owns the infrastructure. That's just some of the perversions of modern societies that I'm never going to settle for. That's just wrong, you know? You can't expect a populace to grow with the challenges of societies if you limit the access to information and you have a complete, I mean, that's a totally different can of worms, but it's just the overlaying, dominating element in the whole situation here in the north of North America, in Canada and Turtle Island, is that there is no free market access. And the only model that is known is to give all the breaks to the big guys and then have everybody else stab each other in the back for the crumbs, and that somehow is then rewarded as entrepreneurial spirit, when it really destroys local economy because communities don't work with each other. You know, that's also a hierarchical model. If everybody's just marketing to the up level, you will never have a network of communities. You'll never get your stuff done within the community. So that is toxic for the local markets. And it shouldn't be any longer tolerated by anybody, because there's really no reason to market, to have such a big obstacle to even get to the market. So again, you know, if you feel you would like the early settlers and their families, mostly white Canada, to be able to cope with new challenges or the same challenges in a growing circumstance, you must make it easy for everybody to access information. You cannot censor information, and you must campaign to make your populace understand that it is a virtue to be well educated and ask questions and not necessarily accept authority for the sake of authority, because unsubstantiated authority is not authority at all. It's just dictate. That's what we're having right now. And this is why I find it so important to welcome new information. Don't be afraid to change your position. That's just the nature of things. Everything changes all the time. You're trying to get used to it and then it changes again. That's how life is. If you don't want to be anti-life, you're going to have to get used to that. And that's fine too, you know. It's interesting to see that's also the nature of science. Because science is only what we know until we know more. So when you have a scientific degree, what happens? You just learn the language. You know the models. You understand why certain experts before you moved to describing reality in a certain model, or different models describing different aspects of reality. That is also important to understand. Models are limited in their description, and several models may coexist to describe that reality. So we got to get used to that. You know, that's nothing threatening. It's just more opportunity, really. More science, the more better. What can I say? Thanks for listening, everybody. I want to wish everybody a very happy 1st of July. And may we never, ever repeat the mistakes of the past. Bless you all.